to food dialogues, dialogues with food and about food. The second in our series of Janmashtami recipes, we are going to see the Kai Murukku and the Inch Murukku. Kai Murukku is made with the hand, so the skill is absolutely required, not very difficult to learn. The Inch Murukku are small bite-sized murukkus, which is again shaped by hand. Let's now start with the recipe. The ingredients for the Kai Murukku: rice flour, roasted urad dal flour. I will tell you how to make the rice flour and the roasted urad dal flour. So I've taken 1 cup, standard cup of rice flour, 1 teaspoon of roasted urad dal flour, half a teaspoon of jeera, 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, quarter teaspoon of asafoetida and salt as required. I have soaked it in water. Now this rice flour has to be made specifically. You have to soak the rice. Take 1 cup of rice, wash it well and soak it in safe drinking water for about an hour. Drain the water and dry it on a kitchen towel on your kitchen counter till the rice has very little moisture and is more or less dry. Using the dry attachment of your mixer grinder, you can grind it into a very smooth fine flour, sieve it and set it aside. Take care to see that you don't store it in an airtight container because fungus formation will occur because moisture is there in the flour. Now for this roasted urad dal, you will have to take a little bit of urad dal, dry roast it in a pan to such an extent that the aroma emanates. There should not be much of a color change, and remove it, cool it and grind it into a smooth flour. Now here we have the rice flour and the roasted urad dal flour, to which I am adding the jeera, the butter. I'm going to mix this well. Butter is a shortening which is going to give the crispness to the murukku. So once the butter has been well crumbled into the flour, I'm going to add this water, into which I have soaked the asafoetida and the salt. While adding water to make the soft dough, you have to be very careful because rice flour will not take as much water as the wheat flour. So you'll have to sprinkle water little by little, knead it well and make it into a soft dough. So the dough has been made quite soft. You can see a kind of a light shine and it does not stick on to my fingers when I touch it. So that is the consistency to which this dough has to be made. As I told you, be very careful with the quantity of water. Keep sprinkling the water and kneading the dough. Now I'm going to use a little bit of coconut oil and some water. Now first I'm going to make the Ganesha or the Pullayar. We say Pullayar Pidikkarathu in Tamil. So before we start making any kind of a bhakshanam, we always do this. Invoke the blessings of Lord Ganesha and we start off with making the murukku. Now I'm taking a small quantity of the dough in my hand and I'm using these 3 fingers. I've fashioned it into something very, very thin. I'm going to keep this down, hold it with this finger, and I'm going to keep twisting this. So you'll make use of your thumb, your forefinger and your middle finger to fashion the murukku. Gentle swirls have to be made. This has to be handled very, very carefully, and the final bit stuck on to the previous coil. Show you again. So I'm taking a small quantity in my hand. You must take care to see that the dough does not dry. So you can, in case it's dried, you can dip it a little bit in this water and moisten it, because only if the dough is moist enough will you start getting the swirls. Rice is gluten free. It does not have the elasticity. So working with this has to be done very, very carefully. You will have to make use of both the oil and water whenever necessary in order to make these twists and turns. It might look a bit complicated, but a few trials you will definitely gain an expertise over making kai murukkus. So it's always better to end just opposite to where we have started. So now I've made the kai murukkus and the long strands of kai murukku, which I am going to cut into inch-sized pieces, and this becomes the inch murukku, which is very popular and commercially available. So here we always make these murukkus on a white cloth which has been washed and dried. The reason behind making these swirls on a cloth is it will absorb the moisture. So after some time you find that a lot of moisture which has gone into the making of the dough would have been absorbed by the cloth, and once that is done, we can, using this spatula, take out the murukkus and we can fry them. It's 10 minutes since we have made the murukkus. The oil is hot. We will now gently slide them into the hot oil. This process you will have to do it very carefully so that the shape of the murukku is not lost. While you're sliding it in, keep the flame on low, and once all the murukkus have gone in, you can again switch it on to high. Kai murukku is generally a very popular snack, a savory item that is generally made for Janmashtami. The murukkus are almost done. Just leave it on for one more minute before I remove it from the hot oil. Now it's all done. I'm going to remove them. So you have light golden brown kai murukus ready for Lord Krishna's Naivedya. The ingredients for this recipe is available in the description box that is being given below. You can even check out on my blog fooddialogues.com for more such interesting recipes.